Remember to share a screen.
Okay, girls. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, I will try to do the best because my level is the one. Okay, the topic for today, I want to share with you is about the pandemic. The pandemic is in the leftover. Like introduction, the pandemic no is a new thing for all of us, but its relevance, yes, and this time, because all people are affected with this situation. Wasn't necessary for us change or strategic for continue with your lives. And in this case, I want to show us, I want to show you how the pandemic affected in different situations. For instance, in the school, for instance, in the university, in the business and economic, and people physical and mental health, in work. But sadly, it also results in die in many people here in Colombia. And that's why I will try to talk about only about Colombia, because really the situation was terrible in other countries. But today I try to talk with you only about Colombia. How the pandemic affected the life in many ways. For example, the business and economic was necessary for our country. Lockdowns, lockdowns, terrible, was terrible because all business was closing, and in particular affected a small business in particular. Yes, and besides, and global travel and global business. For example, in Colombia, lost a lot of income. But how did it impact people in life? With the business closing because lockdown, the country's lockdowns, yes, implement lockdowns to control the spread of COVID-19. With business closing was terrible for a lot of people because no was possible to work in elsewhere. That's why it was necessary for many people come back to live with your parents. Because, for example, if the family of compose 3 to 5 people, now was possible for them to supply your basic needs. That's why it was necessary for this family come back to live with other brothers or other sisters or your grandfathers. This affected a lot in your mental and physical health too. In other aspects, the pandemic also affected terrible in the school and the university. Why? Because it was necessary for the teacher create a new strategy, create a new methodology for to teach, and was necessary for them to learn to handle different tools like Zoom, Meet, or Teams, and was difficult for teacher emotionally. Was stressful for them. And many teachers prefer say bye-bye, no work more here because no it's possible for me hand these tools. The technology no is for me. Many teachers say that. But what's necessary for the students? Create other strategies to try to learn because they depend the one computer or one cell phone in their house, and sometimes the family has 3 or 4 children and not was possible for them try to learn at the same time. Was very stressful, and besides there are a lot of parents only with one cell phone with dates, and the students need to wait your parents but try to do your task. Was a terrible problem, a level university too, because not all universities give the class a level virtual or online level. As for health, the pandemic has resulted in many deaths. Was necessary for us to have a social distance. Was terrible for us, and for me in special, to have a little social interaction. And many people has a lot of mental health too, because not receive this situation was very stressful for us. Besides, the hospital system collapsed totally and has also come under a lot of pressure during peak infection periods. Normally, when the people die from COVID, they never receive their bodies to take it to the cemetery, for example. They only handed over the ashes. Oh my God, really, this part was terrible for many people because they transmit these feelings. They transmit this problem. They transmit us this situation, this stress, because no was possible for them to say the last goodbye. As for environment, the pandemic has a good benefits. Were there any benefits? With the global slowdown of the economy, with some less pollution worldwide, and this had led to clear environments. Many businesses were supported through low interest loan, but in this case, was necessary for government give us support, offer different markets, and many poor peoples, because no was possible for them to keep your situation, your economic situation. This was other aspect terrible for all people here in Colombia, and was necessary that the people help each other. For example, in my case, I have a factory and I was affected a lot because it was necessary for me say goodbye 5 employers, and what necessary for me keep or help her for 2 months because she has 2 children, 10, 11 years. and 11 years. The situation for her was terrible. It was necessary for me, like boss, keep her situation for 2 months. But after no was possible for me, try to help her. What necessary for her, go out to the streets, and what necessary for superior your needs, her needs, selling different products like mask. What about the future? Is necessary for me, for us, or we need to learn to live with this pandemic, to be awareness that the light is so. We need to learn the different way now a level virtual. Like conclusion, human beings have the capacity to create a new strategy to survive. It's necessary for us to be awareness with this situation because it really is very terrible. The pandemic destroyed a lot of feelings, a lot of lives. And for different families, destroyed totally your family because was composed for 3 or 5 people. And now the same family is composed only for 2 or 1 person, no more. The idea is try to do a new business, are starting the emerging, and the economy will soon grow again. Okay, I hope you understand me because really affected a level personal, and I try to transmit you that the pandemic is terrible and we need to care or continue caring using the mask. That is all, teacher.
Okay, very good. Thank you very much. Students, please, it is questions time, all right? Each of you are going to ask a question, and ask Dora, please, about her topic, all right?
Easy.
Who
All right,
goes
teacher.
first?
Easy,
Me,
girls,
teacher.
easy.
Ana.
Okay, I saw Pedro was first, all right? Pedro, please.
Easy,
Okay,
Pedro.
thank you, teacher. And thank you to Dora for your share your topic. And I have a question for you. And according to what you mentioned about the benefits and the bad things that we have to live during this pandemic, are you agree with a massive vaccination?
Yes, absolutely agree with you, Pedro, because it's necessary for us continue caring, because it's necessary for us to have vaccine. And I am absolutely agree with government when they, for example, when you need to go to the small center, if you want to go to the shopping, it's necessary for you present the vaccine because it's other way that we can carry.
Okay, thank you.
Don't hear.
I cannot hear you, teacher.
People, sorry, yes, thank you. I want you guys to be brief on questions and answer, Dora, because your presentation was a little bit longer than expected, all right? So next is Anna, please. Anna.
Okay, teacher. Congratulations for your presentation. Thank you very much, Dora. This is my question. In your point of view, the pandemic produced some benefits for education?
Okay, according to my point of view, depend. I think so. There are two options because the pandemic offered other opportunity for us to learn the other way using different technology. Yes, many students now had the opportunity to know how is the technology, and now they using technology faster, quickly, more easy for them. And now I think so that the pandemic uh, offered this opportunity to learn the different way the students, not only students, teacher, all people in general. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Next, everybody raise hand, but let's put a. All right,
Andrea.
next, Andrea, please.
Okay, thank you, teacher. Hello, Dora. Thank you for your explication. According with your topic, you show the constant form, the economic problems. And my question for you is, do you think this pandemic process is an opportunity to create new economic models?
Yes. Yes. Completely agree with you when you say create a new business because was other opportunity for the people create new strategies to try to um, for example the people was necessary for the people create new strategy new business because no had no other opportunity. The people need to pay the rent, the people need to pay the service, and was necessary create new expectative new business using social media, using the internet, using the cell phone to sell your products. The different way the people had to create new business. Yes.
Okay, okay. And the
Okay,
last
thank you,
one.
Dora.
Okay, and the last one is Gina, please. Gina.
Teacher, well, you know that um, I don't know how to ask you because I personally live what is pandemic all about. I lose my mom 7 months. No, it was 6 months ago, and I I go through all of that of the pandemic, like the pressure of living. Um, like it's been a lot of things, and I don't have any questions to share. Being honest, I don't have any questions.
Okay, okay, okay. Thank you very much. People, that was the presentation of Dora. Thank you very much.
I think of
And
you, teacher. I am proud myself because really I try to give the best for you.
all right, all right. Okay, people,